Like many stocks, Bank of America has been pushing up for much of this pandemic. Could the chart perhaps be telling us that's not a good thing? Hang around and we'll look at it. Hi, this is Tim from TradingStrategyGuides.com. Today's trade pick is a bear flag on Bank of America Corp. But first, we've got a few active trades, including a setup that could trigger, and later on, Tim's trading maxim. It's Friday. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. In case you didn't get it, that's in honor of Bill and Ted, who seem to be getting the band back together. Remember to click the subscribe button and hit the bell so you won't miss any of these great trade setups. Let's take a look at the active trades. Well, the Euro New Zealand finally broke the consolidation here, but it went the wrong way. So I'm out of this at 179.16 for 461 pips, or a total account gain of 2.9%. I'll take that. Done with the Euro New Zealand for now. Palladium is still in this triangle. I drew this little triangle here so you guys could see it. Looks like it could be pushing out of it a little bit this morning, Thursday morning. I'm still holding my stop right here at 2077.74. The PSAR is pushed up some, but I'm going to let this thing get a good positive break above this consolidation before I start tracking the trailing stops once again. Well, Amazon finally broke above this little consolidation right here, pushed right up, and hit our first target on Wednesday right here. I got half off there and moved the stop to break even on the remainder. Now we wait for the PSAR to get up here to start trailing stops. Planet Fitness gapped up right here on Tuesday. And when it opened, it was 18 cents above the first target, and that's where the first half closed. So that's nice. We got a little extra 18 cents on that. That is actually a welcome change of pace. If you've been with the channel for a little while, you've seen situations where it's gapped below our stop loss and we've ended up not profiting as much as we intended to. So I got half off for profit, moved the stop to break even right here. Now we wait for the PSAR to get up here to start trailing stop. As I mentioned, it's Thursday morning as I record this video, and you can see the Australian dollar, Japanese yen is breaking out. It's pulled up and pulled back a couple of times now. I will be buying this on the close if we get the close above 76.79. And that's it for the active trades. Let's take a look at today's trade pick. Bank of America has been in this bear flag since just after mid-March or so. I think it's fascinating how many stocks hit their lows in March, just as the public was becoming aware of the seriousness of the pandemic. And then they've been grinding upwards ever since. I think we've seen quite a few examples of that right here in this channel. Just to be sure everyone understands, a bear flag consists of an incoming downtrend like this one here, and then an ascending parallel price channel like this. A bear flag is a bearish consolidation, so I will only take a sell trigger on this. And the pattern is confirmed by a decline in volume and volatility down here. I measure the volatility using the average true range, or ATR, which shows the average length of the last 14 candles. And here's the trade plan. We're going to sell a daily candle close below the bear flag. On the breaking candle, to trade a full-size position, we want to see the volume reach at least to the volume average or above. If it doesn't quite reach the average but does reach 75% of the average, I'll take a half-size position to reduce risk. You can calculate the percentage by taking this volume, dividing it by this volume average. You should get at least 0.75. If you don't get 0.75, I suggest you stand aside on the trade. The stop loss is 1.5 times the ATR. The first target is 1 times the ATR. So, for example, if this thing breaks down to here, just ahead of the close, say 15 minutes before the market close, you will enter your sell order. You look down here at the ATR, you'll multiply that number by 1.5, and you'll measure that distance above your entry, and that'll be your stop loss. You'll measure 1 ATR below your entry, that will be your first target. If after entering the trade we get a candle that closes back inside the bear flag, we'll take the loss right then and not wait for it to hit the stop loss. Our intention is that a breakout of the pattern should be explosive and hit our target fairly quickly. If the momentum goes away, we want to shut the trade down without taking a full stop if possible. When the price hits our first target, we'll close half the position for profit, set the stop loss to break even on the remainder. We'll then follow stops as price moves in our direction until the market takes us out. Typically, I do this using 2 positions. The first position has a stop loss and a take profit. That position will close automatically when the first target is hit. The second position will only have a stop loss, and that's the position that will be allowed to run. When the first target is hit, we'll have to manually move our stop loss up to break even on the second position. I will only risk about 2% of my account on each trade. And that's today's setup on Bank of America Corp. Remember, my intent here is to tell you how I manage these trades. If you've already got a good trade management plan, use it. Things that work for me may not work for you. You have to understand your own mind to find the best strategies for your trading. And speaking of understanding your own mind, that's my intent for the trading maxims. The maxims help me control my emotional impulses and keep me on the straight and narrow path. A maxim is a general truth, fundamental principle, rule of conduct, or a proverbial saying. The purpose of my maxims is to motivate me to discipline in trading as well as other areas of my life. I suggest you start your own list of maxims, things that you can say to yourself while you're trading or doing life to make sure you always do the right thing. Feel free to borrow from my list. And today, Tim's trading maxim number 65. Never whine, never complain, never make excuses. Kill the critic in your head and weaponize your mind. And this quote comes from the great Ben Bergeron. As I've mentioned before, I draw much of my inspiration from the CrossFit community. And here I'm quoting one of my favorites. Ben Bergeron coaches the top CrossFit Games athletes. This particular quote comes from his TED Talk entitled, "Your Mind is a Weapon." I've linked the TED Talk video below if you'd like to check it out. Anytime we whine or complain, we're just magnifying whatever the problem is in our minds. Making excuses only gives us permission to do the same wrong thing over and over again. Excuse making is just blame shifting. We've got to learn how to remove the critic in our minds to excel at whatever we undertake. When you make mistakes, don't beat yourself up. Just own the mistake and move on. Continually criticizing yourself doesn't change the mistake in reality. It only increases the magnitude of the mistake in your mind. Learn the lesson from the mistake and go on with your life. Remember our Bank of America Corp trade plan for today. We're going to sell a daily candle close below the bear flag. If the volume is not quite average, go half size as long as it's at least 75% of the average. Your stop loss is 1.5 times the ATR, and your first target is 1 times the ATR. And remember to click the link below to the trade management video for more details. And don't forget to sign up for the free Trading Picks email list so you don't miss any of these great picks. I post about 2 or 3 trading picks a week from all different markets, and you'll get to see them first. I'll put the link below this video. And don't miss my new Dream Trade segment on Wednesdays. I'll be showing you one of my Dream Trade stock setups each week. I will try my level best to time them so you'll be able to get in on them as well. Check out the link below to find out more about the Dream Trade services at Trading Strategy Guides. Be sure to come back to Trading Strategy Guides YouTube channel every week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time for my new videos. Don't hesitate to ask any questions you may have. I'll either answer your question right in the comments in a training video or both. And remember, the only stupid question is the unasked one. Don't miss the next installment of the Trading Education series next Wednesday when we'll look at MT4's menu. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up below. Have a relaxing weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.